The other day, I heard someone say about journalism that if all you ever do is say yes, then you're not a journalist. You're a wedding DJ. Hi, I'm Bill. This is Creative License. Calm down. Sponsored by Electrovoice, DJ Event Planner, Disc Jockey News, Perfect Portals, promo only, and of course my workshop, The Entertainment Experience. Well, how does that make you feel? It is pretty annoying to me. But then again, I kind of see it because there's a lot of people that will take on clients to do their wedding, and all they ever say to the bride and the groom is, absolutely, that's a great idea. Yes, of course, we'll do that. That song's great. We'll do that. I should be in the corner. No problem. The DJ should be in another room. I got it. All the things that you know won't work, you say yes to. And then the day of, you either ignore those things, and now you're in a fight with your client, or you do all those things, and it waters down any kind of an impact that you can have. So, is that the definition that you have? Are you the wedding DJ they were talking about, who does nothing but says yes to their client? You might be. I know I was at one point, but at some point I needed to be able to look at what I did in service of the client and tell them when their ideas were not necessarily ones that were going to be successful. That's not saying yes. That's a great idea, but this is what'll happen if you do it. Are you sure that's the outcome that you want? Usually, when they come up with an idea, you know it's not going to work. It isn't, you're an idiot, listen carefully, I'm an expert. They need to know that you're an expert. They need to hear that you're an expert. And usually, the reason that they're trying to micromanage what you do, or what anybody does at their wedding, is because they've seen other providers of services of weddings not care a lick about the outcome of what was going on. So the outcome is in their mind. And they saw another wedding where they did that and the outcome was terrible. So it must have been that thing that they saw, not in how it was presented. Because I don't think there's any bad ideas when it comes to presenting to an audience. There's bad execution. I think you can sell most ideas. I think you can make the idea great if you're given the power to make changes so the outcome will be greater. So, are you the definition of that guy? Do you want to be? I know you don't want to be. Do you want to be thought of as a yes man? Or do you want to be thought of as an expert who will take a client through a process to be able to get them to yes, and not just yes, whatever you want? Yes, whatever you want is what a lot of wedding DJs and a lot of service providers have been doing for years, and that's easy. Because when it doesn't work out, you get to blame them, don't you? Well, at the end of the day, they're going to blame you for their choices if their expert didn't step in and say, yeah, I think that idea would work better if we did it like this. Or if we did that idea, this would be the outcome. Do you want that outcome? Not necessarily that sucks, but they're not thinking. They don't have the expertise of the entertainer that knows that one thing will lead to another. So without having to say, no, you're an idiot, you can come right out and say, yes, but that will create this. And they'll know that you're an expert because you're speaking to their outcome and not judging them on their ideas. So, what do you think? I'm Bill. This is Creative License, and see you next week.